evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Illini Central. I am Tony Worley, bringing you the game live from the Cougar Den, affectionately named by the late, great Hall of Fame coach John Giesler, two-time Hall of Fame coach John Giesler. I am in the Allen Stout broadcast booth. My dear friend who passed away a couple years ago, bled black and gold, loved this place. Tonight, I'm going to bring you the game between the Sangamon Valley Tri-City Lady Storm and our Illini Central Greenview Lady Cougars. Lady Cougars come into the game with a record of 6-9, and the Lady Storm come into the game with a record of 4-14. A little bit distracted, trying to keep an eye on the middle school boys basketball game, as I'm sure some of you at home may have it on up to. You maybe haven't switched over to me yet. If you're from Sangamon Valley and you're Tri-City tuning in, glad to have you. Try my best to do a good job tonight and bring you the action live here from Mason City. Looks like there's 4 of you out there watching, so glad, like I said, that you're hopefully inside warm on this absolutely freezing cold day as get ready to bring basketball to you, Lady Cougar basketball here to you this evening from the Cougar Den. We're going to break away here for the national anthem in a second, and I will be right back.
We ask that sportsmanship be displayed at all times. Please remember that interscholastic events are an extension of the classroom. Lessons are best learned when the proper respect is accorded to all. So please let your good sportsmanship show throughout the contest by refraining from negative cheers, chants, or behaviors. The sport of an athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of contestants, coaches, and fans are remembered. So make the choice to be remembered for good sportsmanship. At this time, please stand to remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. First, the starting lineup for the Sangamon Valley Storm. Number 12, Luna Espinoza.
Well, let's meet the starting lineup. Number 12, Luna Espinoza West. Oh boy. I'm going to have to get these as we go. 22, that's Allison Kloss. Number 24, that's Ansley Campbell. I'll get the the final starter when we get out there.
Number 10, Elena Snyder.
And the Lady Cougar starters.
Number 12,
Number 22, Megan Hughes, senior. Number 30, Olivia Morrow, senior. Number 13, Addie Wilcoxon, senior. Number 10, Elena Snyder is a junior. And number 12 is Macy Willis, another junior. So like I said, I'll get the starters for the Lady Storm here in a second. Sorry I didn't get them out there. They've got, I'm old, my eyesight, trying to look on the monitor in front of me. So I got number 40 out there, Maddie Rowan. We got 24, like I said, Ainsley Campbell. No, that's 24, sorry. 22 is Allison Kloss. 14 is the one I missed, Lauren Gideon. And I got number 12, that's Luna Espinoza West. So I'll probably call the girls by their last names, not out of disrespect. It's easier once you kind of get them into your head. So glad to have you with us tonight. Looking forward to bringing you this non-conference game. The tip goes to Addie Wilcoxon. Liv got it. Addie drives baseline, kicks it out to Elena. Elena's going to swing it. Let's see what we got from Sangamon Valley on defense. Looks like a 2-3. We skip it all the way across to Addie. Addie gets to the elbow, over to Megan Hughes to Elena Snyder for a mid-range jump shot, and it's good, and the Lady Cougars pick up the first basket of the game. Long drive over here for the Lady Storm. We used to go to Sangamon Valley when they were in the Sangamo Conference. Illini Central starts in their 3-2, looks like maybe a 1-2-2 or a 3-2. Take me a minute if you're a Lady Storm fan to get names and numbers into my head. I did a pretty good job on Saturday. It's harder than you would think. Megan Hughes for 3, misses. Macy Willis tips it. And it's going to be off of Macy and out of bounds to the Lady Storm. I got lucky on Saturday when we played Pawnee, and I was able to kind of remember everybody's name quickly. So let's go. We got Addie gets a steal off the pass by Gideon. Elena Snyder, who brought it up more the other day and did a good job. She brings it up for the Lady Cougars. Over to Megan Hughes. Into the high post to Liv. Looks opposite, which is what you should do against a zone. To Elena Snyder for 3. It's short. Liv wasn't ready for it. I mean, she was ready for it. She wasn't ready for it to be that short, and had a tough time corralling it. Gideon will bring it up again. She looks like she's going to be the point. On the left wing is West. That's a dribble into the lane. Elena Snyder with the rebound. I don't know if Coach Bunner wants him to push or not push. There's a push ahead to Macy Willis. Got to make a layup here, and she gets fouled on that layup, and she'll go to the free throw line. The foul is going to be on number 24. That is Ainsley Campbell. Let's see. The middle school boys ended up winning their game 33-28. They'll advance to the regional championship game that'll be played. Macy Willis hits the first free throw to give the Lady Cougars a 3-0 advantage. She gets the second one. Macy's improved a ton this year. Has played since she was in the 6th grade and has improved every year. It hasn't hurt that she's grown a ton too. Elena Snyder tips it away. Nice look inside. We got to get that. That's too easy. Number 40, that's Rowan. She gets it in, kicks it out. That's Gideon. She gets that pass stolen by Macy Willis. Macy gets it to, I got him ahead of myself moving the camera. Here comes Addie up over to Elena Snyder. Back to Addie. Addie swings to Meg. Meg for 3. Megan Hughes long on the 3. Rebound down to number 22. That's Allison Kloss. Kloss brings it into the front court. Gives it off to number 12, West. Play with our feet. Not foul. Coach calls a timeout. That is Coach Marksberry. He's the head coach of the Lady Storms team. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout, which will give me a chance to finish my thought about the 7th grade boys. They advance to take on the winner of Illini Bluffs and Midwest Central. That's, if I remember correctly, the 2 versus the 3 seed in the bottom half of the bracket. That'll be Wednesday night. Let me check for you what time that will be. Obviously, be posting it on the Sports Network when it comes time for that, but I'll bring that up while we're waiting for the Lady Storm to inbound it again. So let's see. The championship game will be at 6 on Wednesday night, the 21st. So 22, that is Kloss. Allison Kloss will take it out. She is going to look to the corner to Gideon. Lady Cougars tip it out of bounds. That's a Lady Cougars get another steal here. That's going to be thrown out of bounds by Macy. Got to wait for I've said this before in a different broadcast. We've got to let the traffic clear. Macy could hold that ball up above her head as tall as she is and not throw that pass away. Kirby Jo Bacon, a freshman, will check in. Kirby Jo, been getting better all the time as well. It's a rebound down to Gideon. Number 24 is Campbell with it. She gives it up. This is West. Inside to Gideon, goes up. Lady Cougars do a good job of going straight up here. Addie gives it up to Elena. Elena's going to bring it up the right side. She's going to look to swing it. She gets it to Meg. Meg back to Elena. Elena's going to look in the high post to Addie. Looks opposite to Kirby Joe. Kirby Joe makes a move. She gets called for a travel. And it will be Lady Storm basketball. Coach Bunner hollers out everybody to be ready to shoot. They're in a zone. I haven't mentioned that yet. Obviously, the Lady Storm are in a zone. That ball goes out of bounds off of Allison Kloss's hand. And they're going to pick up full court, which surprises me a little bit. I don't know about that, but we're going to throw it ahead to Liv. Liv's open for a three. Liv's long on it. Nice box out there by number 12. That's Luna Espinoza West. That's a great box out from her. Meg had a bead on that rebound and wasn't able to get it. That's a really good box out. As you can see from my camera, I've got people subbing in. I can't tell you who for sure. That looks like number 30 coming in. That's Carrington Hilbert. She checks in. Who else did we get check in? Macy Willis checked back in. Megan Hughes checks out. Meg picked up her first foul. Hilbert checks in. She gets a shot up right away. Saved by Gideon, it looked like. Kirby Jo Bacon gets the steal, and she'll push the other direction for the Lady Cougars. Gives it up to Liv. Liv's second three goes around and down. And the Lady Cougars go to 7. They're up 7-0. Kirby gets a steal. She's kind of seeing what's there. There's nothing there. Number 0, that's Gentry Earls, checks in. So we got 12, which is West. We've got 30, who's Hilbert. And again, I apologize, I'm just using last names. When you're trying to learn people's names quickly on the fly like that, sometimes it's just easier to initially get them. Hilbert throws it over to Campbell. Up to West. That's all the way out towards half court, but she tracks it down. Macy Willis out there to guard her. Lady Cougars, with only 7 players, have to be careful not to foul. Liv gets a block. Blocks Kloss on that one. The Lady Storm are in a 1-2-2. Pass to Macy Willis. Over to Liv. Back to Meg. Meg's long on her shot. Another good box out by West. They've obviously worked on that. Doing a good job boxing out. Another tipped pass and steal for Illini Central. Greenview, Addie gets it. She's probably got 3 steals already. I don't do stats up here. I got enough to do. Elena Snyder for 3. She did what she just did. She did the other day, and I mentioned it. When you're a shooter, stay with your shot. Don't run the other way until it's gone in or you know for sure it's a miss. West with it over to Campbell, who drives baseline. She's able to get it back out to West for 3. That's short. Rebound down to Snyder. Throws it to Meg. Meg looks up, keeping her dribble on the way up the court. Gives it up to Liv. Liv passed up on the 3, which is the right thing to do. Back to Meg, to Olivia. Need to work the high post area. There's Addie. Meg off on her 3. Rebound down to West. She'll bring it up herself. Addie thought about trying to grab it, but she wasn't sure she could get it. Coach Bunner takes Addie out. I think he wants to talk to her about where he wants her to go in the high post. Swing across to Meg. Meg looks in right away to Liv, but Liv wasn't where the idea was right, but she wasn't where he wanted her to be yet. Steal by Elena. Nice hustle by number 13. That's Lily Evans. There's a steal by Macy. Kirby Jo going to look up here and see what she's got. She goes over to Elena. Elena for three. It's off to the left. And another nice box out for the Lady Storm. Like I said, we know they've worked on it. With a minute and 10 to go in the first quarter, Illini Central leads 7-0. Another tipped pass by Macy Willis. Over here to Addie. Addie throws it into Macy. Macy makes a move, tries to make a move. She gets it's a blocking foul. Foul was on number 13. That's Lily Evans. Gonna swing it all the way around to Elena Snyder for three on the out of bounds play, and she hits the shot. And it's 10-0 in the favor of the Lady Cougars. Over here to Hilbert, up top to 4. 4 is Deerwester. Marley Deerwester. Shot's short, rebound down to Olivia Morrow. Throws it ahead to Addie Wilcoxon, who's gonna have a lane to the basket, and she misses. Nice job by Macy Willis to track it down and finishes with her left hand that she's worked on, I know. 7 seconds to go in the first quarter. Down to the corner to Deerwester. Doesn't realize too late that there was clock, the quarter was running out. And at the end of the first, Illini Central leads 12-0. Step away for a minute, and I'll be right back. Get back, 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 back. Get back, 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 back with it. Get back, 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 back. Get back, 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 back. Get back, 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 back. Get back, 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 back with it. Get back, 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 back. Get back, 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 back. And I'm back. I was just checking to make sure everything's working over at the middle school game. And like I said, the boys will play for the regional championship against the winner of Illini Bluffs and Midwest Central. For the Illini Central fans who are listening, that game will be Wednesday night in the Cougar Center. Got the Cougar Den, we got the Cougar Center. So I was mentioning Illini Central come off a rough loss on Saturday. We played a good, real good Pawnee Calvary Lutheran Lady Indian team here in the Cougar Den on a Saturday matinee. Lost that one 32-30 right there. Good game. So we're on a 2-game losing streak. We played that fantastic Pleasant Plains team, like I said the other day, 16-0. Real good team. And then we've got this game, and I'll get to what we have coming up. And I'll talk a little bit about where the Storm are at in a second. So Illini Central back to the starters except for Meg. Kirby Jo's in. Deerwester has it. See who else is in. Kirby Jo with the steal. Kirby Jo pulls it back over to Elena. Into the high post to Addie. Back to Kirby Jo. Over to Elena. Elena for another three. That one's long. Kirby Jo tracks it down. Skip to Liv. Look right. Probably got away with the travel there. Liv inside, down inside to Addie. Nice kick out to Elena. Nice assist. Ooh, I thought it was in. Nice rebound by Mace. Mace, nice step through. Off. Addie's going to get it. She's going to dribble it back out to Elena the skip. Elena again for three. That one's an off as well. Addie does a good job not picking up a foul. Lady Cougars, it's a good possession of getting shots up, getting offensive rebounds. And that pass was out of bounds from number 30, Carrington Hilbert. So they're going to pick up full court here. Bunner told. So there's a jump ball. Number 13 had it. That's Lily Evans. And they're picking up full court. Talking to Coach Marksberry before the game, he talked about how they had quite a few games that they were able to, get some nice leads and just couldn't keep the lead. I wonder if that's not a little bit of what they were doing, picking up, maybe got somebody that you can turn over a little bit. Coach Bunner wasn't happy because just clear out. Nice hit ahead here to Macy. Got to make your layup, and she does. So what I was just saying was Coach Bunner, the other girl sticking up there, it's not the kind of press. You need to stay up and help. Another steal by the Lady Cougars. Not sure what the call was. I had already moved the camera. So let's see, we've got subs coming in. 22, Allison Kloss comes back in. Number 24, Ainsley Campbell comes back in. Elena gets into the lane. She gets called for a travel. Number 13, Lily Evans is in. Number 4, Marley Deerwester is in. And 14, Lauren Gideon is in. So that's the 5 for the Lady Storm. We've got Kirby Jo Bacon, Megan Hughes, Macy Willis, Addie Wilcoxon, and Olivia Morrow. Coach Bunner not happy with that when you're in the zone. They shouldn't be able to that easily dribble through it. Addie Wilcoxon's going to she's going to give it off to Kirby. Kirby over to Macy. Do they stay man? Doesn't look like, if they are, they're switching. Nope, they're not there, and Meg gets all the way inside and gets her shot blocked. Lena Snyder gets Kirby Jo. Out to Elena for 3. She gets it. By the way, the Bang logo on the screen that we're using, we used last year. So if you're like me and you're a big NBA person and the NBA started using it at the beginning of this season, they stole it from us. We were doing it last year. I've joked about that many times, that who would have thought that we would have started doing something and now the NBA started doing it. A shot's off, rebound down to number 22, throws it in. Lady Cougars get another steal, and Lady Cougars up 20 here. Elena stops for a 3, short. And that's a foul on Elena. Not moving her feet. That foul was drawn by Lauren Gideon. Kirby Jo Bacon going to check back in. She's going to get Macy Willis. Coach Bunner said not to get sealed. There's a 3 that bounces off the rim. The Lady Cougars aren't able to get it. By getting sealed, he means he doesn't want someone to set a screen and then turn their body so that then you're sealed away from you seal the defense to where they can't keep you from going right up and making it. Meg does a good job of hustling it, gets to it. Kirby Jo, go score, Kirby. Gets it knocked away, but it goes out of bounds. Nice screen by the girls. Live for 3, and it's good. And the Lady Cougars lead 23-0. Olivia gets a steal. He's telling Addie to look up, not to throw it, just to have her head up. See, I don't know moved the camera too soon. And number 12 will sub in. That's Luna Espinoza West. She's a starter. So the Lady Storm stay man. Throws it off to Meg. They are switching everything. They're switching all the screens. If you don't know your man-to-man defense, switching screens is one of the hardest things to score against. It's hard to teach, but it's almost even harder in some ways to score against, because the way to get open is not really something that makes much sense. And those of you that maybe don't know me, this is my first year not coaching in about 30 years, but coaching middle school girls, it was amazing the number of people coaching middle school girls. That's not good defense. That's not good defense at all. You got to see ball, and you got to see people cutting there. Needed to see that. What I was going to say was, you wouldn't believe the number of teams that do actually try to switch, and it's very hard to score against when done right, because the screen, no matter what kind of screen it is, ball screen, off-ball screen, whatever, it doesn't necessarily get you the result that you want. You have to actually, nice, Meg. That's off. Rebound down to Meg. Go back up again. Rebound down to the Lady Storm. That's number 12, Luna Espinoza West. She throws it across court to Campbell. Back to West. Swings it to Deerwester. This is Deerwester for 3, and it goes. So they're able to get a basket here with the 3-minute mark. 3 minutes left to go in the first half. So like I was saying, it's really hard to get a good open. That's off. You can call it off on Liv. Liv thought it was off of them. I agreed with Liv. I thought it looked like it was off of them. Over to West. No, that's not West. Sorry, that was 22. That's Kloss. This is West. She's got to throw it back to, we got to get that. Deerwester, she's the one that just made the basket. Here's West for a 3, and she makes one. Just like that, 2 quick baskets for them. I'm going to finish the half strong. Kind of be nice to get a couple more baskets before the half now that they've got a couple. Addie turn a corner. Good. Go up strong. Oh. Like to see Addie jump stop on that. Let that girl who's guarding her fly by, and then she could go up and shoot a layup. If she jump stops, that person trying to stay with her is either going to run into her or she's going to fly by her, and then she'll have a nice, easy layup. Ball up to Deerwester. Campbell cut. She was getting ready to throw her to her. West over here. West gets to the middle. Nice hands by Elena Snyder. It's a travel. Not sure what the conversation was. Addie's going to bring it up to Kirby Joe. Kirby Joe turn a corner. Good. I'll keep going. All the way to the basket. Kick out here to Dorwester. That's a travel, but not sure why that didn't get called, but Meg's wide open under the basket. I don't know if they didn't know who was guarding who, but Meg gets a wide open layup. And the Lady Cougars go back up 25-6 with 1 minute and 5 seconds to go in the first half. Pass inside to Maddie Rowan. She kicks it out to West. West goes up. Liv blocks it. Ahead to Meg. Meg And they call a travel on Meg. Not sure about that, but with 45 seconds to go in the first half, Illini Central Greenview leads 25-6. That's Campbell up top to West. West swings it. Lena Snyder gets a hand on it. They go get it. 22 is Kloss. West gets in there, loses it. Or no, I'm sorry, it's Deer Wester. There's 23 seconds to go. Nice pass by Kirby Joe to Meg for 2. 15 seconds to go in the half. That's West to the corner to Deer Wester, short. Rebound down to Rowan. She goes up, misses it. And at the half, it's 27-6 in favor of Illini Central Greenview Lady Cougars. So we will, I'm gonna cut away here for the half, and we'll be back. Take a look over here at what's going on in this game across the building. So glad you're with me, all 14 of you, and I'll be back in about 10 minutes. I'm back as the Lady Cougars take the court. And here come the Lady Storm as well. I didn't do this on Saturday. If you're new to YouTube or you're new to our broadcast and you're from Illini Central Greenview, subscribe to our channel. Gives you a chance to know what we have going on and when we have it going on. Like one way or the other. And the bell, the nice thing with the bell is, and I always say this on our broadcast, you click that bell. I have that bell clicked for myself. When I'm sitting here and I go live, my phone get a reminder right on the notification right on the screen that lets me know, hey, the broadcast is live. If you do that, you're never going to miss one of our broadcasts, whether it's volleyball, boys basketball, girls basketball, whatever we have going on in here. It's the same thing for the school's account whenever we have graduation or 8th grade promotion or high school awards or I post the Christmas concert. So we use YouTube so much exclusively here. We have Huddle for other things when we need it. But for the most part, we use YouTube for just about everything. And if you do those things, if you subscribe to both accounts, the Illini Central Cougars account or this one, the Sports Network account, you'll automatically know what we got going on, you know, whether you click the like or not, whatever. And then the bell makes it so you know what's going on. So Lady Cougars start with the basketball here. It looks like, let's see, we have the same starters. Megan Hughes for 3, set play, try to get her going. It's long and off, but Macy Willis tracks down the rebound and finishes it. And let's see, I didn't mark the starters, but it sure does look like the same ones for Lady Storm too. So that'd be number 12, Luna Espinoza West. That's number 40 is Maddie Rowan. That's a foul. Elena tried to dive on that. She ended up diving on top of number 22. That is Allison Kloss. You know, it's funny, you go to these games and sometimes everybody gets wound up on a foul. They both were laughing about it and nothing, wasn't trying to be mean or rough or anything. Kloss had a smile on her face. There's a nice shot by number 14, Lauren Gideon. They're going to pick up full court man. Trying to figure out who's got who. Megan over here to Elena Snyder. So like I said, that was a 3 by Gideon. Olivia over to Addie. Addie turns the corner. Like I said, again, I've said this before, I would love to see Addie jump stop on 2 feet, go up, let the defender either foul her or go by her as she tries to play catch up, and Addie gets a chance to finish it. But got a good shot on the rim, just rimmed out. Trying to throw it down there to Gideon. She kicks it back out to Kloss. Kloss gives it to Campbell. Campbell gives it to Rowan. Rowan goes up, and it's going to be out on us. Out here to West. West throws it across to Rowan. She tracks it down. She's going to try to throw it up top to Campbell. She's not open. Try to throw it to Gideon. Here's Campbell. I'm sorry, Kloss. Sorry. There's West in the lane. Nice move. Can't get it. Rebound down to her. She gets her own. That's Campbell there. No, that was Gideon. I'm off by 1 number. Macy going to go up, and it just rims out. She gets fouled. 24 is Campbell. Why do I keep wanting to say that 14 is? So sorry if you're watching at home from Sangamon Valley. Working on it. So Macy Willis will shoot 2. She gets the first. She's 3 for 3 from the line if my memory serves. And it's the second one. So like I said, I'm fairly sure Macy's 4 for 4 from the line. Ooh, nice little ball handling. Ooh. Ball handling there by Gideon. Macy does a good job of reading it, gets it to Addie. Addie's going to look ahead. She's going to throw it ahead. Telling Meg if she ran a little wider, you couldn't see it because the guy running the camera, me, didn't get it moved up there quick enough. But I think Meg ran more straight down the court instead of in an angle, which would have then made it an easier pass. Instead of like throwing a touchdown pass, it would have been Elena drives. She's going to kick out to Liv. Liv doesn't take the three, gives it to Meg. Meg saw Addie. Then Meg, nice cut by Elena. We missed her. Down here to Liv. Liv's going to give it up to Addie. Addie's going to get in the lane. She's going to try to kick it out. She gets knocked down. Liv for three. She gets hit. No call. But Macy gets the rebound and finishes. And it's 33-9 in favor of Illini Central Greenview. Over to Campbell. And that ball's thrown out of bounds. Joe Bacon will check in for Addie. Throws it up to Kirby Joe. Kirby behind you. Good. Gives it up to Liv for another three. That one's off. Macy with another rebound. And an opportunity to go to the free throw line. Keep working on that free throw percentage. That has been really good right here so far. Gets another one. And Macy's on fire from the free throw line, and she gets another one. So all that practice working, paying off is what I meant to say. Here's West. Luna, nice steal by Macy again. Steal stats are going to be high on this game when Coach Bunner does them. Liv for three. She hits it. And it's 38-9 in favor of Our Lady Cougars. That's a foul, yep. What happens sometimes when you're in this position is getting a little lazy, which is not a good thing because you're going on the road tomorrow night for a game. You don't want to, what you're doing is you're getting bad habits when you're not up here to Luna Espinoza West for a three. She's already made one tonight, at least one. She swings it, good pass by her. Campbell takes a three, she misses. Rebound down to 13 is Lily Evans, and Liv had a hold of it. It's a jump ball, so it'll be Lady Storm basketball. Out to Rowan. That's Maddie Rowan. Ooh, that's a foul. Liv closed out and took Lauren Gideon out. Lauren kind of got up slowly. Liv really wasn't trying to hit her. If you know Liv, she's not that physical of a person, but she closed out too much. And Lauren Gideon will miss the first. Lauren's a sophomore. Not bad shooting form on that one, but unfortunately it rims out. Liv will check out. She's got three. Addie will check in. And that one rims off too. Rebound down to Macy Willis. Missed Meg. She was open, and then by the time we threw it to her, she wasn't open. There's a jump ball between number 13, Lily Evans, and our Megan Hughes. Subbed into the game is Marley Deerwester. She will get Luna Espinoza West. Addie gets into the lane. Loses control of the ball. Macy gets it. Kirby Jo had checked in for Liv. She's the one that came in for Liv. Nice swing of the ball to Kirby Jo, who cuts. Turn the corner, go to the basket. Turn the corner, good. Kick out. Short by Addie Wilcoxon, and it'll be Storm basketball with 3:08 to go in the third quarter. Illini Central Greenview leading 38-9. If you're just tuning in and you didn't check the boys game out, the 7th grade boys have advanced to the regional championship game that'll be played tomorrow night, or Wednesday night, sorry. That ball's thrown out of bounds by Gideon. Right now, at the half, it looks like Illini Bluffs is winning 20-9 over Midwest Central. So as of right now, it would be Illini Bluffs taking on Illini Central. Kirby Jo picked her dribble up. Elena drives, kicks out to Addie. Off to Meg for a three. It's no good. 2:35 to go here in the third. 38-9 in favor of Illini Central Greenview. Marley Deerwester brings it up. They switch sides with Gideon and Campbell. Gideon's going to shoot a three. She'll bank that one in to give Lady Storm their 12th point. Gosh, I think that might be 3 threes. Of those 12 might be 3 threes. Meg drives to the basket, can't finish. Rebound down to the Lady Storm. They get it to Deerwester. She, with a little crossover dribble, gets in the lane and she hits a shot. Kind of in that place right now where we've lost our focus a little bit defensively. We probably can't get to scoreboard watching. That shot's long for Meg. Stop the ball. Gideon gets all the way to the lane and finishes. Coach Bunner's going to get mad here in a minute because we're just kind of not focused at all on defense. I don't blame him. It's not about missing shots. You're going to miss shots. Meg gets into the lane, goes up, gets her shot blocked by Gideon. Kirby Jo's going to get the steal back. Throw it ahead to Meg. Meg to Addie. Addie goes up, misses, but the rebound down to Macy. Kirby Jo kicks out to Elena. Elena for three. That's off. Another rebound, this one by Addie Wilcoxon. Addie's going to set up the offense. Gives it off to Elena. Elena's going to drive. Kick out to Kirby Jo, to Macy. Macy's going to drive and get fouled and go to the free throw line. Again, Macy's had a really, really good game tonight. Being aggressive, going to the basket, gotten rebounds, a lot of steals. She's a player of the game right now with 45.9 to go for the Lady Cougars. And I've talked too much about the free throws, and that one rims out. Way to go, Mr. Worley. You jinxed it. The rebound comes down to the Storm, and they bring it into the front court with Espinoza West. She passes it off. The shot's missed. It goes off of Illini Central. And the 35.2 left in the third quarter. Out here to Deer Wester for 3. It's off. Rebound down to Kloss. She throws it in the corner to Espinoza West, who shoots another 3. It hits the backboard. Rebound down to Kirby Joe. Throw it up top to 13. 13 is Lily Evans, and they're going to call a foul on Illini Central. Green Lady Cougars foul is on number 12. That's the first on Macy Willis. That's one thing about tonight is we have not been, Liv has 3. We have not been in haven't been foul trouble. Which when you have 7 players, we do have that issue sometimes. So the free throw is good. Both of them by Lily Evans, and it's 38 to 18 in favor of the Lady Cougars. Over to Macy. Nice cut there. We missed her. We got a cut back door. Liv for 3. Rims out. Lena Snyder goes in, and she gets fouled on that shot after the offensive rebound. Really wanting to try to look for those back screen or back cuts. There was one that we missed. Got to do it right away. Can't wait. A back cut won't be open. You got to get them. Elena gets the first free throw. That foul is on number 12 for them. That's Luna Espinoza West. Olivia Morrow checks out. So that would have meant Meg would have gone back in. Elena, she gets both free throws. It's 40 to 18. Number 13, Lily Evans had a good idea to don't just throw it right to her. And Luna Espinoza West, she got that thing, and it had a chance from half court. So as we go to the break in between the third and the fourth, Illini Central Greenview leads 40 to 18. Usually do this. Let me do it for the Lady Storm first, as before I do it for us. Here we go. Come on, computer. Next 3 games for the Lady Storm. They are at Judah Christian tomorrow night. And then on the 26th, they are at North Mac. And then on the 27th, they're at home for Litchfield. So those are the next 3 games for the Lady Storm. For our Lady Cougars, this is what we have coming up. So tomorrow night, we're on the road in Fulton County to Cuba to take on North Fulton. Then on Thursday night, we're on the road to Midwest Central. That's a nice shorter drive for Mason City rival, taking on my buddy, Coach Eric Weaver. And then on Saturday, they'll be on the road at Jacksonville, the home of Coach Bunner and his family. So girls get to play down there in the bowl, the best gym around. Such a fun gym to watch a basketball game. So those are the next 3 that we have coming up, and the next 3 they have coming up. So that sets the stage for both teams for the rest of this week, the week of January 19th. Good grief, we are already at January 19th. I saw somebody put on Facebook earlier today that January's gone kind of slow. That gone kind of slow. I don't know. Maybe, I guess. If it's going to stay this cold and we all got to stay inside all the time. At least the sun was shining today. But we are in the week of the 19th of January. I like how the Storm they fought in this game. They were down by a lot early. They could have easily just not kept trying to play hard. They've played hard for Coach Marksberry. They're given an effort. He's played a lot of people. A lot of people have got some experience tonight. There's Deer Wester for a shot. It rolls off. Macy Willis with another rebound. I like the effort from them. Addie Wilcoxon gets into the lane, but she gets it stripped. This is 13 Lily Evans with it. The Lady Cougars come up behind. I'm going to call a travel on that. I don't think those are the plays that people don't understand what actually is a travel in those situations. If you go to the floor to get it, it's a travel. It's a good job by Addie to get open. I'm surprised we're going to start calling some of that stuff now. Not necessarily, I'm not saying don't call it. It just seemed like that wasn't a whole lot of contact. I thought that was pretty good defense. Didn't mean it that way. I meant it in terms of I thought that was pretty good defense. And ball comes into Kirby Jo Bacon. She gets a ball screen from Addie. She's going to shoot a three. It's going to rim off. Number 13, Lily Evans gets it. She gives the ball up to Luna Espinoza West, who gives it into Maddie Rowan. There's a three from Marley Deerwester. I think that might be her third of the game. Again, I'm doing the camera and the play-by-play and running what you're seeing on the screen, so I'd love to do the stats too, but that's just not an option. Liv hits another three, 43-21 in favor of the Lady Cougars. Another steal. Go get it, Kirby. Over to Elena Snyder. Elena over to Liv. Olivia Morrow, that is. Gives it up to Kirby Jo. Kirby Jo thought about a three, just decided against it. Gives it up to Elena Snyder, who gets one. And that three is good. And it's 46-21. Thrown to the corner to Deerwester. She gives it to the high post to Evans. Nice catch by West down here. And they go up. And it'll be a foul on Macy Willis, I think. And that'll put Espinoza West on the free throw line. First one hits back of rim and rolls off. Number 0, Gentry Earls checks in. Number 22, Allison Kloss checks out. That one goes in for West. Addie Wilcox it off to Macy Willis. Nice back cut by Kirby Jo. It wasn't there. There's a steal. That's a foul on Macy. A steal by Lily Evans. And she'll shoot two. After a big weekend of football, now you got the national championship game tonight. Evans with the free throw, it's good. Sub into the game is Megan Hughes. She'll get Kirby Jo Bacon. Lena Snyder will bring it up. Throws it ahead to Liv. Liv's going to dribble it back out. 5:12 to go. Over here to Macy. Back to Meg. Meg swings it across to Elena. Elena gets in the lane and kicks it to Macy. Nice catch. It was a little high. Mace gets all the way to the rim, and she finishes that. Like I said, Macy's gotten a ton better this year. She's definitely the player of the game tonight, I think. Rebounds, steals, block shots. Nice catch by Rowan. She throws a little bounce pass in there, and it rims out. Liv gets the rebound, pulls it away. Oh, I don't know if that's a foul, but and I don't think Gentry Earls thought it was a foul either, probably. Number 30, that's Carrington Hilbert. But I don't know. You say that when you're sitting up here. It always drives me nuts when people in the gym think, I mean, he's standing right there. I'm sitting up here. So maybe it was. Maybe she had her arm. It looked like the ball from here, but what do I know? Like I said, I'm a long ways away. Nice little jump stop by Elena, and she hits the jump shot, and it's 50-24 in favor of the Lady Cougars. Shot's off. Rebound comes down, or goes out of bounds. And we've got 14 subbing back in. That 14 is Lauren Gideon. Coach Bunner's going to call a 30-second timeout. This is one of those things, too, where you look at, like, you're up by 26. You know, what are you calling a timeout? Now, we have 7 people, so we don't get to practice the same way. So being able to actually try to work on something during this, you know, like maybe you're calling a timeout to set up something to try something that you can't work on in practice. And, you know, like a team like Sangamon Valley Tri-City, they've got more than enough people. I was talking to Coach Mark Sperry before the game. You know, they've got a JV team, and we have 7 kids. So a game isn't just a game for us. A game is a practice, too, in terms of trying to work on things that we could then use in tomorrow night's game and Thursday night's game and Saturday's game. Yeah, we have some tough games coming up at the conferences we play in. And if you were trying to work on something, now's when you can do it because you actually have people to try to do it against. So Illini Central, Greenview, and Sangamon Valley Tri-City with 3:43 to go in the game. Another steal by Addie Wilcoxon. She'll go the other direction. Macy Willis loses the handle on it. Sangamon Valley ball. Gideon with the drive, goes up in the lane, and it goes in. 3:15 to go in the game. Backdoor pass there to Macy, or from Macy to Elena. The juniors, they've kind of had the game tonight. They've had a lot to do with the success of the Lady Cougars tonight. Blocked by Liv. There's a foul on Deerwester. Kirby Joe will check in. Macy will check out. Not sure what the discussion is. 21 is checked in. It's not on my roster. So I apologize in advance. I can't tell you who number 21 is. I assume that's going to be number 34. Well, I guess I got the JV roster. So 21's probably Haley Farrell. 34 is Kaylin Floyd. Liv's going to shoot the free throw. You hate those technicals with 2:38 to go in a game that the score is not, and Liv gets both of them because somebody wasn't in the book. I assume that's what it was, only because you just had 2 subs. I guess I shouldn't say that. I can't hear with the headphones, and I don't know if there was a discussion about it or not. But Addie gives it off to Liv. Liv drives. Kirby Joe's going to turn the corner here, give it off to Elena. Elena for 3. That's off. Rebound down to number 0. That's Gentry Earls. She misses. Rebound down to Liv. 2 minutes to go. Addie Wilcoxon will push it up the court. That one comes down to 34. That's Kaylin Floyd. There's a shot over there by number 30. 30 was Carrington Hilbert. There's a shot by Earls. Kirby Joe gets the rebound, and it's going to be a hold on the Lady Storm. And that's going to be the 5th team foul, so that will and the second one rolls out. .21 with it. 21's Farrell. Hope I'm saying that right. I didn't ask about that one. Kirby Joe tries to get a hand on it. She ends up with it. Megan cuts back door. It's going to go out of bounds off of Sangamon Valley. Rebound down to Megan Hughes, ends up with it. She gives it up to Elena. Elena to Addie. Addie tries to get it to Kirby Joe. Nice steal by Gideon. Pressed the wrong button. She goes up. Rebound down to Earls. Earls gives it up to Farrell. Gideon probably got fouled. Rebound down to Elena. Elena to Addie. So Lily Williams will check in. She's going to get a chance to go in. And Lily's number 15. She gets to check in. Lily's going to inbound it to Addie. Gives it back to Lily. Lily's going to get a chance to dribble up here and try to shoot it. She gets a shot up. Rebound down to number 21, Farrell. Lily works hard, tries to help out however she can. Really, she played for me in junior high. Lily's going to get another chance. Dribble in there, 5-4, dribbles it, loses it. Meg gives it to her, tries to give it to her. And the final score is 54-26 in favor of the Lady Cougars as they're able to get a win tonight as they have a busy week ahead. Like I said, from what I told you a minute ago, they've got a game tomorrow night in Fulton County, and then they go to Midwest Central. They go to Midwest Central on Thursday night, and then they go to Jacksonville on Saturday afternoon. So they have a very busy week ahead of them, and it was nice to get a win tonight. Nice to get a win this evening before, like I said, a busy, and not only is it a busy week for the Lady Cougars, it's a busy rest of the month of January and into February as well. So it's good to get a win when you can. It's nice to get one at home, especially on a cold night like tonight. Feel for the Sangamon Valley having to head home. It's not very warm out there. So luckily no precipitation, I guess. So thanks for tuning in. I'll be back here tomorrow night. The boys play at home. Boys have 2 more home games, so I've got 2 more games to broadcast this week. I'll be back for Illini Central Havana tomorrow night and Illini Central Cornerstone Christian on Thursday night. Well, like I said, the girls are on the road for their next 3 games. So take care. Have a good evening. Appreciate you tuning in, listening to our broadcast. Take care, and I'll talk to you tomorrow night.